Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to my beautiful and wonderful little lovelies. Okay, so the time is, it's 9:30 uh, p.m. in the evening, my delicious babies. Now, believe it or not, no, that's not a hairdo. Look at that. Can you see what I've just done there, my delicious babies? So we got a beautiful deer tree behind myself. Anyways, she's so colossal, it's unreal. She only looks quite small, but really, she's rather tall. So no, it's not my hairdo, my delicious babies, because I've got it in a bun. Okay, this seems to be, you know what I mean, something else, my delicious babies. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because no matter how tall, at the end of the day, we're all tall, aren't we? Now then, what I'm trying to do, my delicious babies, okay, because there's a reason why I'm doing everything what I'm doing, okay? Now, I know that you think it sounds really silly, but I really genuinely do not know how to put the torch on my dog and bird. I've never had to do it, my delicious babies. I've just never known how to do it anyway. But I was walking through this park anyway. Something's told me to do this evening. It's really strange what I'm saying to you, but I haven't walked down this part of the park forever. Now, what they've done, okay, so they have tidied it up, but what they've done is they've left everything. Now, if I turn the camera around, you're not going to see it. That's what I'm saying. So it's really sad. I'll have to come down tomorrow to show you. But when I moved here, like over 10 years ago, I remember I used to be able to walk. I'll show you. I used to be able to walk all the way through. But now it's like becoming really overgrown and everything. But however, it's beautiful because you've got beautiful nature. You know, it's like, it's really hard to explain, but it's like, it's all left. But further on down, it's like they've done three humps, like with how they've done it. Like you got three humps in one place and three humps in another. What does that come to, my delicious babies? What does that come to? It comes to number 6. Okay, my delicious babies. So what's the point that I'm making this evening? So you see, they've sort of kept it where they've sort of cut the grass, but they've cut it back, but like where like you cannot walk into it. That's what I'm saying. Okay, my delicious babies, that's what I'm saying to you, okay? So anyway, I'm just going to carry on walking. I'm going to go to the place where came into my noddle this evening, okay, for me to go and sit down. Now then, there is a herring, which this herring's not going to be here this evening, okay, because this herring, there's only one. There's only ever one herring, okay? And she's the same little baby. She comes all the time, but I'm going to walk down here now, right? Because if I try and show you and I turn the camera around, you're not going to be able to see it. Oh, hold on. One sec, Martin. Oh, gosh. It's a good job I got my trainers on. Can you hear the stream, my delicious babies? Highlands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. From one lover to another. Okay, that's what you can hear. So I'm just going to sit myself down now on a part me backside. And I'm just explaining something. It's really hard for me to explain, but I had to come out. There we are, at a certain time. Now, around this time, my delicious babies, because Aston Villa were playing this evening, my delicious babies, I was told, okay, from more than a few. Anyway, and then I heard that, basically they've lost 2-1. But I was talking to one dear man now then, you know, because I know him and his family, not very well. But anyway, and he said, well, I'm just going to go home and sulk. And he said, because there was something, he said, about, he said, this match. And I said, well, what do you mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, could it be, you know, who's won, who's lost, whatever, you know? And he turned around, he said, no. He said, no, I personally say little Benj, yes. But he said, it looked like you were just watching a load of children. That's what he said. Like you were watching a load of children. He said there was something very different about this match tonight. Okay, my delicious babies, and that's on the 3rd of May 2026. Now, I'm trying to, you can see all the trees. I'm trying to see if, I don't know, behind me, can you hear that water? You can hear it, can't you? Okay. Can you hear it? It's really strong, isn't it? And of course, you got some beautiful little fences there. These fences, I'll have to show you tomorrow, my delicious little babies, on it. Certainly the next time that I can get down here, okay? But when you actually see, it's actually so beautiful. They've actually left those fences. So from what I could see, you know, they're like wooden and that, okay? But, you know, for everywhere else, you know, they've just flipping effed everything up now then. You know what I mean? But this is a beautiful stream. But this is where the little herring, she always comes. And she yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can show you. No, it's not going to work because I don't know how to put the torch on my delicious babies. But anyway, she always parks herself here, the herring. You know what I mean? And then she decides when she's going to go and fly away. I've only ever seen her twice since I've been living where I was living, where she actually came onto one of the rooftops. Other than that, she doesn't really come out. Anyway, I'm just going to carry on walking now, my little babies, because I cannot show you much. It's so sad. And this is not myself. My delicious little babies where I've lost the plot. No, it isn't. I'm just trying to explain something. So now, I'm not particularly into football. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? Although, when I was younger, I used to play a lot of football with the lads, you know, not in that way, not in that way. I used to play a lot of football with the lads, okay, because I was very much, when I was growing up, I was really very much a tomboy, do you know what I mean? So everything was jeans, shorts, and, you know, if my dad had to put me in a frock, well, flip me, a dress, well, I was most upset about that, you know what I mean? But yeah, there seems to be something different about this Aston Villa game this evening. And of course, ones have come away, you know, feeling, it appears, most disheartened. So whatever's gone on, we must remember my delicious little babies. And I did happen to say to you, your dear man there now then, you know, the family man, I did actually say to him, I said, well, look, I said, what you need to understand, I said, is that they're not owned by, I said, they're owned by the Arabs. And he said to me, he says, no, you know, bless him. But I said, they're owned by somebody else. But anyway, well, basically, he just didn't want to, it appears, I don't know, I think he's just too upset. Anyway, I'm at the entrance to the bridge. Okay, and yeah, there's a lot. Do you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? Okay, no night, everybody. So much love. Take care. Love you. No night.